Here are some things that all good readers remember. Predict what the book will be about. Ask yourself questions as you read. Try and work out difficult words. Listen to yourself as you read. Reread when you need to. Can you predict what this book is about? Click on a book feature to find out. Title. The title tells you something about the story. Can you predict what the story is about by reading the title? Illustration. The illustration on the cover of the book shows you something that is happening in the story. The picture on the front of the book shows you something you will find inside the book. What does this picture show you? What is this illustration about? Blurb. The blurb is on the back cover. It gives you a quick summary of the story. Can you predict what the story is about by reading the blurb? Table of contents. The table of contents is a list of the chapters in the story. Saltspray Idol. Written by Dale Harcum. Illustrated by Sarah Slawinska. Click on the speaker on each page to hear the story read. If you get stuck, click on the Help button. If you are having trouble working out a word, try these strategies. Skip the word and read on to the end of the sentence. Can you guess what the word is now? Does it make sense and sound right? Look at the start of the word. What sound do you hear when you say the first letter? Can you sound out the first 2 or 3 letters? Look at the whole word. Are there any parts you can sound out? Break the word into syllables. Reread the whole sentence. Can you think of a word now that makes sense and sounds right? Saltspray Idol. Written by Dale Harcum. Illustrated by Sarah Slawinska. Contents. The group, page 1. Practice sessions, page 9. Winners, page 12. Auction day, page 19. Sydney, page 23. How cool was that? Page 28. Map, page 31. Maddie comes clean, page 32. Idol rap, page 34. Glossary, page 36. Characters. Carlo, Stace, Benji, Maddie, Harry's dad, Harry. Chapter 1. The group. I got the instant message from Maddie on my laptop. I sent this to Team Turbo. Meet me at the skateboard bowl. We're going to be the next singing sensation. Not with your voice, Maddie, I thought. I'd never tell her that, though. I've seen Maddie mad. It's not a pretty sight. Okay, see you there, I typed. Then I went back to trying to work out a way to beat Thor at our online game. By the time I arrived at the skateboard bowl, all of Team Turbo were there. Late again, Harry, Maddie said. I had to finish something, I said. A computer or video game, I suppose, said Maddie. I didn't answer. We're here. So what's this about? Stace asked. Maddie looked pleased with herself. We're going to become a group and enter the Saltspray Idol, she said. What's the Saltspray Idol? Asked Benji. It's a contest to find the best performance, said Maddie. There will be auditions. People can sing, dance, play a musical instrument, or do tricks. Maybe we could win a trip to Sydney for the final. We might win first prize. We'd be famous, said Carlo. Since we'd had small parts in a movie, show business had gone to Carlo's head. But I didn't say anything about that. Maybe those keyboard lessons will be useful after all, Stace said. Carlo can play drums and I'll play guitar, Maddie said. I didn't know you played guitar, I said. Well, you don't know everything about me, Maddie said. She gave a funny, sly smile. I hate it when people have secrets and they won't tell you what's going on. Who's going to sing? I said, preparing for bad news. Maddie can't sing, that's a fact. You and Benji. Phew! Thank goodness Maddie wasn't going to sing. We'll need a name, said Carlo. How about Livewires, said Maddie. Volcano, said Benji. He had been fascinated with volcanoes ever since he saw a video about them. We tossed around a few more names, but we decided we couldn't think of anything better than the name we already had, Team Turbo. Chapter 2. Practice Sessions. We decided we'd practice in Stace's dad's garage. After our first session, we were a bit worried. We should give up. We're hopeless, Benji said. We're not hopeless, and we're not giving up, Maddie said. Let's keep trying. No one argued when Maddie was in that sort of bossy mood. After a few weeks, we started to sound better. Almost okay. You know, that didn't sound bad, Benji said. We were listening to the playback on my laptop. By the time the contest came around, we reckoned we sounded great. When we saw some of the others, we thought we had a pretty good chance. Chapter 3. Winners. I told you, Maddie said when the judges announced that Team Turbo was the winner. The only problem was that we had to raise the money for the trip to Sydney. We needed enough for 5 of us, as well as a parent. Now what? Benji asked. I know, said Stace. Mum went to a silent auction recently. People donated stuff, and each item was sold to the highest bidder. Where did they get the stuff? Benji asked. They asked local shops and businesses to donate goods, said Stace. We could do the same, said Carlo. Sounds great, said Maddie. I had my doubts about the plan, but everyone else seemed to be for it. Since I didn't have any better suggestions, I agreed. We'll split up and each take a few shops and businesses, said Maddie. What, now? I asked, thinking about my game with Thor. No time like the present, said Maddie. I went home and emailed businesses and shops around our area of Saltspray. I even contacted some in other towns nearby. Then I went to see what Thor was up to, but he wasn't online. Over the next 2 weeks we got answers from shops offering donations. We collected enough stuff to almost fill the garage at Stace's place. Everyone is helping because they want us to win for Saltspray, said Maddie. She was already imagining us collecting the prize. I hoped she wouldn't be disappointed. The local newspaper agreed to advertise the auction for free. All the parents and families of Team Turbo helped us set out the items. Chapter 4. Auction Day. On auction day, people came from everywhere. We even made the local news on TV. I had emailed them and told them all about us. At the beginning of the auction, each person was given a number. Then people walked around and checked out the things on offer and decided what to bid on. I hoped Dad might bid on the laptop. It had more memory and a faster processor than mine. Carlo wanted the skateboard. Stace wanted the surfboard. Benji put in a bid on the V8 posters. Maddie was hoping her parents might win the helicopter flight for 4 over Sydney. 5 minutes left to place your bids, Mrs. Weeks, the librarian, said. Everyone scurried around, trying to top the last bid so they could win their prize. Dad didn't have the last bid on the laptop. I certainly didn't have the money to bid for it. By the end of the night, Benji had his posters. Maddie's parents had got the helicopter ride. I didn't have a new laptop. But the good thing was, we had enough money to pay for us all to go to Sydney. There was even enough left over for sightseeing. My dad was coming too. Chapter 5. Sydney. As the plane banked over Sydney, I could see the Harbour Bridge and the Opera House. "How cool is this?" Maddie said. "Very cool," said Benji. The next day we caught a ferry to the zoo. We got to see the bridge close up. Maddie wanted us to practice all day, but she got outvoted. We did practice in the afternoon. The music sounded like tin cans clanging together. Benji and I sounded like chipmunks with colds. Maddie looked worried. "A bad final practice usually means the real thing will be great," Dad said. That didn't make much sense to me. I asked Thor what he thought, but got no answer. Strange that he still wasn't online. I'm not often nervous, but when I saw all the people in the audience, my tummy felt like it had 1,000,000 butterflies tap dancing in it. We listened to the other acts. Some of them were much better than us. "We can beat them," Maddie said. "Team Turbo is the coolest," said Benji. The moment we stepped on stage, the butterflies in my tummy went from doing a tap dance to an Irish jig. Stace and Maddie played the opening bars. I licked my lips. I opened my mouth. A sound came out. I never knew 3 minutes could last so long. When it was over, people started to clap. It wasn't like the wild clapping and cheering we'd had back in Saltspray. It was polite. Even that couldn't dent Maddie's good mood. Chapter 6. How cool was that? "How cool was that?" Maddie said. "Very cool," said Benji. We made it past the first round and the second. In the third round we came crashing to earth. "Never mind. You did well to make it this far," Dad said. "We did do something no one else from Saltspray ever did," Maddie said. "Yes, the people of Saltspray will be proud," said Dad. You know what? They were. A big crowd that included nearly everyone in town. Even Pumpkin and Curly Top came out to meet us like we were Hannah Montana. "Very cool," said Benji. This time I agreed with him. Map.
Maddie comes clean. From maddie@gmail.com. Subject: Hi. Date: 19th of February 2009. 3:12:59 p.m. To Chrissy@gmail.com. Hi Chrissy. I'm writing this in an internet kiosk at Sydney Airport. We'll be heading home soon. What a weekend! The show last night was fantastic. We made it to the third round and everyone is happy with that. I can't help thinking, though, that we might have won if I'd been singing. Maybe next year. We visited the Opera House today. Wow! I sang at the top of the stairs and the pigeons really enjoyed it. Uh-oh! Harry has just come online. He wants to play against Thor. I can see him in the departure lounge from here. If he knew that the Thor who always beats him at Cavern Quest was really me, he would die of embarrassment. I have to go now. I need to concentrate on the game. After beating him 13 times in a row, I'm not going to let him win one now. Bye. See you in Saltspray. Maddie. P.S. Don't say a word about this to Harry. Idol Rap by Maddie Chan. I'm an idol, I'm an idol, I'm an idol on the stage. I'm an idol, and my name is all the rage. They love my act in Sydney and they do in Saltspray too. They dance and prance and clap and cheer at everything I do. I'm an idol, but it won't affect my head, because every day I hear Mum say, "Hey idol, make your bed."
Glossary. Auction. A way of selling things to the highest bidder. Bid. To put an offer or a price on something. Donation. Something given as a gift for a charitable cause. Irish jig. A lively dance popular in Ireland. Let's do the Whizzy quiz for Saltspray Idol. Answer 10 questions correctly. See how long it takes. Type your name and click on Start. Drag the words with the suffix onto their base words. Yes, suggestion is from the base word suggest. Yes, audition is from the base word audit. Yes, donation is from the base word donate. Yes, sensation is from the base word sense. Great work! Match the plural words with the singular words in the boxes. Yes, memories is the plural of memory. Yes, ferries is the plural of ferry. Yes, butterflies is the plural of butterfly. Yes, families is the plural of family. Great work! What does the plain banked mean? Try again later. Team Turbo caught a ferry. Click on the ferry. Good work! Drag 4 words with 4 syllables onto the picture. Yes, businesses, fascinated, performances, and disappointed have 4 syllables. That's right. Drag and drop the caption to match the characters. Mrs. Weeks, 5 minutes left to place your bids. Benji, what's the Saltspray Idol? Harry's dad. A bad final practice usually means the real thing will be great. Maddie. Late again, Harry. Awesome. What does "we came crashing to earth" mean? Yes. We came crashing to earth means we didn't do as well as we expected. Brilliant! Drag the sentences into the correct boxes to show the beginning, middle and end of the story. It's a contest to find the best performance, said Maddie. By the time the contest came around, we reckoned we sounded great. On auction day, people came from everywhere. Yes, the people of Saltspray will be proud, said Dad. Well done. You got the sentences in the correct order. Revise the 7 mistakes in this sentence. Click Go when you have finished. Fantastic! Here are some verbs. Drag the nouns that match the verbs onto the boxes. Yes, practice is the noun that matches the verb practice. Yes, performance is the noun that matches the verb perform. Yes, processor is the noun that matches the verb process. Yes, auction is the noun that matches the verb auction. Great work! What does the plane banked mean? Yes, the plane banked means it turned and tipped at an angle. That's great! Let's make a spelling game. Type your name and click on Next. Look at these sentences from Saltspray Idol. See all the blue words? Choose 5 of the blue words for your spelling words. Judges, parent, auction, donated, suggestions. Click on Make Game to play the bubble spelling game. Roll over the word bubble to hear the word. Rabbit. Roll over the sentence bubble to hear the word in a sentence. The rabbit hopped across the paddock. Type the word. If you want to make a correction, press the delete or backspace button on the keyboard. Click Go and your letter bubbles will float into the big bubble. Click on Play. Now, spell the 5 words to win. Type the first word and click on Go. Judges. Maddie said when the judges announced that Team Turbo was the winner. Type the next word and click on Go. Parent. We needed enough for 5 of us, as well as a parent. Type the next word and click on Go. Auction. Mum went to a silent auction recently. Type the next word and click on Go. Donated. People donated stuff, and each item was sold to the highest bidder. Type the last word and click on Go. Suggestions. Since I didn't have any better suggestions, I agreed. Brilliant! You've spelled 5 words correctly. Now play again and choose another 5 words, or get a certificate. Silly story writer. Write a silly story for Saltspray Idol. Follow the instructions to write your silly story, then click Next. Great job! Just the ticket. A silly story from Saltspray Idol. Now you can read your silly story. Click on Edit if you need to make any changes. Click on Print if you're happy with the story.